Well, hello. I know it has been like a week since I've uploaded, but you know what? I was on vacation. I went to Florida for the week and enjoyed the fuck out of it and have not seen a single thing of what this dink has been doing all week. Haven't watched a video. I saw like posts of what people are doing, but I the only thing I saw is apparently he did McDonald's at one point. And now he wants another $1,500 to try alcoholism again. So yeah, shout out to our boy Duty. Can't really see it on there, but yeah, shout out to Duty for video. And let's go. Oh my god, I love that gift
People
so
for months have been
much.
complaining. What a shock. Never have I experienced a complaint before. So when people came to my streams and started complaining, I was like taken aback. I was like, wait, what? You don't absolutely love me? You don't think that everything I do is amazing and flawless, and you don't just praise me nonstop, like adulation. Oh wait, that's Kojima. I'm
Your
DSP,
your
I'm the
dents
polar
do
opposite.
that.
I do is wrong, right? So anyway, what we've been doing for the last almost year is I rebooted DSP Tries It. And since I did, man, have we had a ridiculous amount of good episodes,
Yeah,
bad episodes, interesting episodes.
rebooted DSP tries it, aka his dents, his like three dents that pay him have been doing it. I don't know if I was that low,
Boring episodes, but
but
there's a lot of episodes of DSP
I
Tries It.
moved my thing up just in
99%
case.
I
It
mean,
might have been
sometimes
low at the beginning.
and so people keep saying,
I'm sorry if it was low at the beginning, so like I'm just gonna do this again. Uh for the last week, I just got home this morning. I was down in Florida. I spent the week at Universal. First time I've been down there in like 20 years. So yeah, I had a fucking blast. Unlike this clown who for the last week apparently his highlight of the week was eating fucking McDonald's. So yeah, that's what I've been up to for the last week, and I hope all of my fellow detractors have been doing well.
well, don't do fast food, do something else. I'm okay with doing something else, but what should we do? And then we got all these different suggestions of things to do, and we tried a few and they didn't work, right? We tried doing like snack boxes. People hated it, didn't like it at all. Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that as goals and rewards? So finally, last week someone said, well, I got an idea. Why don't we do DSP Tries It, a flight of international beers?
Oh
I thought
yeah.
about it, and I was like, well, if we did that, we could do it. It would have to be different than the normal DSP Tries It. First of all, I'm not going to be drinking a whole bunch of beer at the end of my first stream before I eat dinner. That would be pretty stupid. If I was going to do that, we'd do it at night. What we would do is finish the late stream. Maybe
Why
like
don't you
15
do
minutes
it?
and then do a DSP Tries It episode to end the night. So that'd be a little different for sure. So that's number one. Number two, unlike other DSP Tries It's where we could just order food on the fly, have it delivered, and do it, I would have to prepare for it. So last week, you guys gave me like a dozen suggestions for international beers, okay? And so on my days off, I had 2 days off the last couple of days. One day was more just a run errands and stay at home day. But the other day I was out with my wife. We were doing a whole bunch of stuff. So we stopped at the biggest liquor store in my area, okay? And I walk into the store with a big list.
Oh, I'm sure a big list.
Thinking, hey, this will be awesome. This is a huge liquor store. So they're going to have a giant selection.
I'm sure there was a big list. Now, mind you, I will probably be doing like I'm not gonna be covering the stream, but I will be like Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm not gonna be doing a video for everything I missed. I'm probably just gonna do like one big stream, either today or tomorrow, of just all the shit I've missed. So yeah.
They're going to be able to, I'm going to grab a 10 of these, right? So there's two sad things that I realized walking into this liquor store, okay? Number one, you pretty much just can't buy a single beer. There is an area in
Yes, you
liquor stores that
can.
let you buy singles, but sadly, that area is for like seasonal or regional beers. Like, for example, there's a whole area at my liquor store of all more local brews. I live in Washington State, and actually beer brewing out here is a huge thing in this state. So there is, and I'm not even kidding, an entire aisle of my liquor store is local brews where you can buy like one-off beers, okay? That's all well and good.
So why don't you
except
do
that's not
that?
the taste testing that we're doing. We're doing international beers, right? The international section, you have to buy a pack of beers. You cannot just buy a single beer. So I'm like, well, I was going to get a lot. I was going to get like maybe like 6, 8.
Okay. Your dents are giving you 1,500 to do this. So, you should be doing at least a grand worth of beer. Okay. It's DSP. he should be at least be getting $500 worth of beer. You can take $50 from every stream and put it onto one or two things of beer. Beer is not that expensive. It's the other liquors that are actually really expensive. Like, I could go down the street and get a case of beer for like $20. It is not that expensive.
8 beers. I'm not going to buy 6 to 8 packs of beer. I'll get stuck with so much beer. Number one, I don't like drinking beer. I think that beer is too many calories, too filling, and it bloats you. So that's why I usually don't drink it. Okay? And I don't want to have it just sitting around my house. Number two, what if we...
And yet he thinks that those fucking little woman drinks that he drinks are low in calories. Plot twist, dude, they aren't.
This taste testing, and I don't like the beer. Now I'm stuck with a whole bunch of these bottles of beer, and I gotta get rid of them, and it's a complete waste. So that's number one. And then number two, even though my local, and it's a big one too, my liquor store is huge. It's a humongous store. They've got a ridiculous amount of kinds of wine. Like half the store is wine, and it's an insane variety of wine. They've got every kind of hard liquor you could possibly want. They've got all the local brews. Their international beer section is one case. And I'm looking at the case. Each shelf is one region. So there's one shelf just for German beers. They only have 4 kinds.
Because we're in America, you fucking dumbass. Why would another country just outright shove their shit all up in our faces? Like, do you think that when you go to Italy, there is fucking hamburgers shoved everywhere? No, it's fucking Italian food. I really don't... this dude really, like, has no common sense of the outside world.
There's one shelf for all of Asia.
Yeah.
All of Asia.
That's how it is at the supermarket, too, essentially. Like, you have that one area of just all of that food. Now, mind you, some stores do have, like, a whole aisle based around that, but most around here is one section of, like, Asian, one section of like, Spanish, or Hispanic, whatever you want to call, like, their type of foods. And then, like, you have the oddballs, like, oh, hey, here's a Kewpie mayo and some Pockies, like, a little Japanese section. Bill, we're in America. They're gonna push American shit over anything else.
What?
And also, European beer, most of that is, like, I'm pretty sure most of that is, like, the same.
So I was pretty disappointed. I was expecting to walk
I don't
in there and
know,
have,
but,
a
like,
section. I'd be
beer is
no,
beer.
it was actually really skimpy. So here's the deal. I did get beer. I got 4 kinds of beer, all right? 2 from Asia and 2 from Europe. They're all different kinds of beer, for the record. None of them are, like, the same. Like, I didn't get 4 ales, 4 pilsners, you know what I mean? I got all different. So every one will be different, okay? But I got 4. Why? Well, number one, if I got 6, I would have had 36 beers.
Okay. And you could have... I mean, we all know you're more into gin. We all know that. But you could drink these on, like, you know, anytime you just want to pop open a beer. I'm not a big beer fan, but, like, even while I was on vacation, I popped open a brewski every so often. Might have paid, like, $13, but I probably paid as much as he did for his cases, but, like, hell, everybody can enjoy a nice cold beer every so often.
It's bad enough that I have, like, 20-something beers. Imagine I had 36 beers sitting around. Like, no lie, it would have been more expensive than a regular DSP Tries It, where I order, like, 3 meals of food for delivery. It would have been more expensive than that, okay? So I got 4 kinds of beer.
Okay, your dents are paying you $1,500 for you to spend probably $100. I don't see what you are complaining about.
And what we're going to do is we're going to do this week for the first...
Actually... most of the time, if you really think about it, besides all the goals he doesn't hit, it's probably a good 2 to 2.5 grand before he hits a DSP Tries It.
DSP Tries It, International Flight of Beers Taste Test. Okay? When we hit 30 goals of support this week, on a late stream, not an early stream, but on a late stream, we're gonna do a night.
Now, mind you, he heard that. And also, I know I said, like, I didn't watch any stuff, but I was, at least based on, like, Phil, like, the tractor stuff. I did watch, I was watching, like, Triple P, and I was watching Kino Casino earlier while I was making dinner, talk about Phil last week, I think it was, when, they were talking about how he scammed DSP Tries It. And Triple P brought up a very good point about where it really does seem like, I mean, for him to say this, you know, like, it's out there. But it's just like, it feels like more and more nowadays, he just has the same three people giving him money at specific times on specific stocks. Like, they're all just in his little secret Discord saying, okay, we gotta tip Phil now, or we gotta tip Phil here. That's what it seems like anymore.
Where we stop doing the gameplay a little earlier, and we're gonna do a special late night DSP tries it. We've never done it late night, so that's gonna be original and fun. Okay? And we're gonna do a taste test of two
Some popcorn
beers all against each other, and I'll tell you what I think, and see if any of them I actually like enough that I would actually want to drink more of, because I have more of all of them.
See now.
Okay? So here's the thing: if this DSP tries it, number one.
See now, here's what I've come, at least for me, when it comes to drinking beer. When I go, so like to me, when I drink a beer, if I'm gonna drink beer, I stick to that beer the entire night. Because most of the time, unless like they run out of it, I feel like most of the time when you do that, after you drink your first beer, the second one just tastes normal. It just tastes like the first. If you change it. Like, if you go from one beer to another, it just tastes the same to me. So, I have a feeling that's how this is gonna end up. I feel like he's gonna waste all of this shit. And then be like, well, guys, the beer all tastes the same. Blah, blah, blah. But we'll see.
Is popular, meaning people actually want to see it, and they contribute this week to see it, and we have it, and it goes well. Alright? And if I like some of the beers or whatever, and I like how it goes,
honestly, I wonder if he hit the goal today or not.
Maybe I would even research, hey, what's a good beer liquor store so I could get more? Because right now I do feel like
I know when I peeked into Rawville earlier, he was at like $70.
Right? That's how you call it. You test the market. You guys have been yelling at me. You don't want fast food. DSP tries it. Okay, so we'll do 4 international beer flight of beers. If it works, great. We'll do more, and I'll put more effort in, and I'll go to other stores.
Looks like he must have, because usually Rawville changes the.
A lot of the ideas you guys had told me were gonna work. Okay.
Usually he puts the thing at the end.
So let's see how it goes. If you want to see DSP tries a flight of international beers this week, please support the streams. Okay? And let's get it going this week. Let's see what we can do. Let's get to 30 goals. So, by the way, I'm here 5 straight days of double streams, and then we have the marathon on Friday. Now, for the record, I'm not doing DSP tries it flight of beers during the marathon. I'm already going to be drinking during the marathon. So that would make absolutely no sense. If I'm already having shots and everything, I'm not also going to start drinking beers. I won't be able to taste it properly.
Yeah.
Real taste test. So
He barely hit the goal.
Okay? So
I'm pretty sure he didn't hit the goal. It looks like, at this point, anytime I see a non,
so if you want to see me here,
like anytime I see a non tip him anymore, I just kind of assume it's fake. I don't think a non is like, yeah.
Drinking beer, testing the beers, doing a flight of beer taste test, which is what you said you wanted for the next DSP tries it. Then let's get it going. Let's get some support today on the stream. Let's hit that goal. Okay? Let's get our first super chat of the day. Let's get our first sub of the day. Let's get our first membership of the day. We actually do have some tips, which I'm about to shout out.
Okay. So yeah. That was, a little, that was a little thing to come back to. Like I said, I didn't really keep up with Phil much when I was gone. I kind of was just like, I'll come back and do like a big stream. But yeah. Anyway, with that said, I would like to thank you all for watching. And it does feel kind of good to be back. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. That said, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.